is good, everybody? We are excited to be here. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. The first episode of The Collector Strikes Back. I'm here with Manny Maldonado. I'm Edwin San Juan. This is our podcast, The Collector Strikes Back. How are you, Manny?
I'm great. This is our first episode. I'm excited, anxious. It's a long time coming. Finally, we get to be our shelves off stage. So a lot of people just know us. We're both comics, professional stand-up comics. We've been doing that for a long time, but what we've been doing longer is collecting toys, and we're about to unleash those facts to you guys.
Yes, definitely. Definitely is. We've been friends for over 20 years.
Over 20 years. We met in the early 2000s when I was coming from Northern California out here doing shows in LA. And you were one of the first friends that I met out here in LA. And come to find out, we share the same interests, and that interest is collecting toys.
Yes, Star Wars toys specifically.
Star Wars toys specifically because being born and raised in Modesto, California, home of George Lucas, is kind of a rite of passage to collect toys. So yeah, man, I'm excited. We've been collecting for a long time, and it's on.
More than just the collecting of the toys is the fact that we're fans of Star Wars. And then, like, when I found that about you, I thought it was really cool because a lot of people are kind of like nerdy. They get weird about it. But when you asked me what was your favorite Star Wars, and then we both at the same time said Empire Strikes Back. Like, it was
absolutely Empire Strikes Back, hands down to this day. It even got graded by AFI as one of the top, I think, 25 movies of all time. That's how great that movie is. So for those of you that haven't seen it, please don't ever listen to our podcast ever again. We're just Xing you out right now.
Because we are not haters. We love everybody. Whether you like our podcast or don't check it out. I mean, we're fans of Star Wars and we love it. I mean, some of the stuff that's coming out now, I'm not 100% behind, but it left such an impact on me growing up as a kid. I mean, I was 10 years old when I first saw Star Wars, and it came out in 1977. I was born in 1969, but the first toys I started getting was when I was 10 years old, so that's like 45 years, like, because I'm 55 now. So that was 45 years of having Star Wars in my life and like, and buying toys,
Yeah, definitely for me, my recollection of my first action figures that my mom was buying for me was probably 1979 or 80. And then I remember standing in the long line, Briggsmore Theater, shout out to Briggsmore Theater in Modesto, doesn't exist anymore. I stand in a long ass line for 2.5 hours waiting for Empire Strikes Back movie to come out. And yeah, I've been collecting ever since. And it's the best, man. You and I have been to toy shows, we've been to conventions, we've done it all. And now we're about to unleash we're going to be talking Star Wars collecting, but it's not just for collecting Star Wars. It's called Collector Strikes Back. That's just our thing. But it's for people that like anything. Some people collect Garbage Pail Kid stickers or what else? Stamps. Hoes, bitches, whatever, drugs, whatever you're collecting. But our thing is debt. You know what I'm saying? Our thing is toys. So my realm of toys is I love action figures, the Star Wars 3 3/4 scale, the smaller scale.
Yep.
And tell them what you like.
I like the 12-inch scale, so it's 1/6 scale. But they're both great quality, right? Because when we were growing up, 1979, the toys, like, they barely could move. Now the toys now they have like 36 points of articulation. Like, it's amazing. You can move fingers. You can have Darth Vader flip you off. Like, it's just but the crazy thing is, if we would have had those toys that we bought in 1979 and didn't open them and kept them in the packages, we would be like happy campers. You know what I mean? But
we'd be sitting on some nice property because a lot of people remember. For those that don't know, remember they had the anticipation of the movie Star Wars. They actually released the toys first. Remember, before the movie. And everybody, that's what kind of pumped up the movie more because everybody was buying the toys first.
Right. And George Lucas was smart about doing that, right?
Man. He's smart. He invested. Smart. He got all the rights to all the toys, right?
Yeah, he did that.
Paid!
Yeah, so it was the first time in history that anyone has ever done that. So he was like ahead of his time.
Ahead of his time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just saying, that's like the Michael Jordan stuff with the shoes or something.
He was like the first dude to get that deal going. And then, man, ever since then, and it's all about, those were the Kenner action figures.
There's the Boba Fett that's worth the most expensive Boba Fett out on the planet right now. It's the one where has the rocket launcher that shoots off. and they had to recall it because it was a choke hazard,
Mhm.
right? So then
So they never released it,
they
right?
never released
So
it.
I think they made only 9 of those.
Dang.
And then one was actually was trying to be auctioned off, or somebody was trying to sell it. Starting bid was like 150, 175,000
Wow.
for just an action figure that has not going to do anything. It's just going to sit there.
It's worth more than the Kenner company.
No, it's Kenner's done well for themselves, but that's what it's all about. We found a real big passion for collecting the Star Wars toys. So when we're out and about, we go to stores. We go to
It's the hunt.
It's the hunt. It's all about the hunt. It's all about the hunt for us of finding that figure that's a rare figure to find sometimes.
Right. That's the whole thing about collectors striking back, because I think, Empire Strikes Back is our favorite. But then as collectors, if we would have held on to those toys and saved them, we would have, made some money. But because we didn't, now it's our opportunity as collectors to strike back.
Were we still gonna do comedy, even though maybe? I don't know. That's what somebody asked me the other day, Manny, would you be still be doing stand-up if you had all those toys? That's a tough one, you guys, because I don't know. Ask me another time.
I would.
I'm still stand-up.
I'd brag about it.
I'm still a stand-up. I would probably have all the AFA graded figures, which is like, for those of you who don't know, AFA is like the highest grade, meaning no damage to the cardboard back, mint condition, extra mint. There's a nice concealed.
What does AFA stand for?
I don't know. We need to look that up. We'll have our boy Solomon look that up for us.
You guys would have been sad kids, though, if you had never opened those boxes.
No, I know. We know that. We had to play with them because
it's like the rule of two. You know how the Sith, you can only have two.
Yeah.
But if you want to open it, you have to have two. You have to, so you can open one and keep one not.
So my original vintage Star Wars action figures are all open and they're in great condition. I played with them a lot, but then I got to this phase where I wasn't into collecting anymore, so I started blowing stuff up. I was in the M80s, and I started blowing up some of the good figures.
Oh, man.
I know, man. I know. I didn't mean to do that shit, but you just go through a little phase.
Well, you start hitting puberty, and you start, realizing, there's women out here besides
Listen,
toys.
I want to blow everything up.
Yeah, I want to prove to them I don't really love this anymore. Like, I want to blow up my land speeder.
That's what I did blow up, my land speeder. So I regret that, but it sits then being replaced. So again, we have a rejuvenation now that Edwin, tell them where you were living and now you're back.
Well, before I was living in Vegas and I'm back in LA now.
Mm-hmm.
But when I first moved back, Manny told me that his storage unit got broken into.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of his vintage stuff and Star Wars toys got stolen. Like
very sad day.
They didn't even break through the front of the door. They broke through they were in another storage unit and broke a hole in the wall to get to your stuff.
It was some very Mission Impossible stuff. I felt that how they got to my unit. That storage unit had been there for over almost 15 years. And I went there in April to try to get, to retrieve some toys and some other items. I was like, you know what? I feel like bringing some of my collection back to Los Angeles now. And come to find out, none of it was there. And,
So
you were the first person I called because I knew you would have felt my pain. So I opened my storage unit. My shit was gone. It was missing.
Everything.
Everything.
Oh my God.
Just gone. And then
you're like, is this the right unit?
Yeah, that's the first thing I asked. Is this the right unit? And it was. And my stuff had been broken into. So you're the first person I called and you say, hey, man, don't worry. I got some extra toys here for you. We'll get you started back up. So when I came back, I went to go see you. And then you got me back to the collection again. And what's good about Edwin, he had a lot of the stuff that I had in the storage. So
Exactly.
I started questioning. I go, did he steal my shit? I'm like, was it you who stole my shit?
How do you think I know about the hole in the back?
So then I started thinking, no, but thanks to you. And it's helped our friendship out even more. Now we're doing more shows together. And now we're here doing this. This is the Collector Sprite podcast.
Yeah, definitely a dream that we've had for a long time. We talked about it, but now it's coming to fruition, and I think it's pretty awesome. The thing that I was happy about being able to help you out get your toys back was because I moved up and I started collecting, the bigger scale toys, the 12-inch, 1/6 scale. So I had a lot of the 3 3/4 left, and it worked out perfect, bro, for you to get on them. And so I was like, cool, and I hooked it up.
Yes! I had to use that button. We even have buttons here at the damn studio. So sometimes if you hear sounds. What the fuck? Yes, that's what the sound we're gonna make when when we find a figure that we've been looking for a while, but we'll be pushing buttons here and there. But look, this is our first time hosting the damn podcast. So again, you guys, we're going to start off. Again, we're going to talk some good toys that we like, toys that are in the know, toys that we wish we had, we wanted to have, and we're also going to have guests. We're going to have comedian guests. We're going to have people, just normal, random people that are just collectors. So if you guys have a collection you want us to see, we'll come over there. We'll record you. We'll record your toy collection, and we'll post it.
Yeah, come down to the studio.
Yeah, come down to the
You can
studio.
bring some of your prized possessions and
Mhm.
get jumped, and we can just take your stuff because it's the collector's strikes back, baby.
And we're jacking fools. So again, the new movies have helped out. I'm not saying the new movies, but I really feel that Star Wars got a big jump and a big boost with the
Mandalorian.
Yes. So yeah, tell me
Boba Fett.
what were you thinking when you first saw those shows?
Oh
man.
man, I had a boner, but you can't tell because I'm Asian. So, but just to see Boba Fett come back,
Mhm.
and then you see like other characters like the bounty hunters that they only showed in Empire Strikes Back for like 10 seconds,
Right.
But it was like Bosk, IG-88, Zuckuss, and Forlom, Dengar, like all
Yeah.
those guys, and through that series came back,
Right.
right? Because they showed boss characters. There was a whole few of them. Then IG-88 ended up turning out to be like this hero for. I mean, it was great what Jon Favreau did with the series, and it
So I
resurrected
actually
it
think
right
kudos
back
to Jon Favreau. I never thought that, that fat kid from Rudy was going to be the head of the Star Wars franchise, but that's what Jon Favreau is. He's done a hell of a job. Great actor, great director, great visionary, and now he is just full frontal Star Wars all day, every day. And what I enjoyed about my son got me on those shows is I was kind of, I'm not gonna lie, the new Star Wars movies, they just weren't for me. I tried.
Same here.
I tried to support, and it just it
I
was
forced myself.
you forced yourself. It was kind of like watching some of these comics that only have like a minute of stage time, but yet you're thinking they're beasts. It was that bad.
So it was to the point where it was that bad where it left a bad taste in your mouth.
It
so
did.
You didn't want to give these other new shows coming out an opportunity, right? Because you're like,
And you know what? Not only that, those movies were so bad that even the toys that came out, they had no value. I even looked them up on eBay and on certain Beckett price guides. None of those toys, those action figure lines and vehicles during those movies, they fell flat too.
yeah. And you can find them at Ross and on sale.
Yeah, just on and stuff.
$9.
But we're not hating on Ross because we found some good deals at Ross, but we'll
That's
get
one
into
of our
that.
stores. Yeah,
that's
definitely.
one of our stores. But
Hey, when do toys typically start to acquire value? Like after the movie, is it like within months or years or what?
Well, there's the toy that's hot right now, and
Great question.
it came shooting off the shelves like as soon because there was a Target limited edition, so they only made so many, and they haven't made any more since. And it's the Darth Vader episode from the Kenobi series when he fights Obi-Wan Kenobi, and
Let's let our
Obi
guests see
Kenobi
this.
just lets him have it.
So this one right here, as you could see the nice detail of this figure. You could see the cracked helmet right
Yeah.
there. So this was a scene from the Obi-Wan series on the Disney Channel, and it's called Duel's End. So this is when he fights Obi-Wan. So this we didn't know. It was really cool because when you watch Star Wars: A New Hope, it was just their actually it was their third battle. This is the second battle. This is the second battle after Mustafar on Revenge of the Sith.
Right.
But yes, and this figure is very hard to get right now. We have been looking for it for a while. You put a bid on it on eBay, right? And that's how you got it?
Yeah, I ended up getting it for like just under $100. No, I think it was 75. I paid for
So,
it,
but at one point you could get it at the store
Target for $25.
for $25.
Yeah.
But the value, because it was so hard,
Yeah.
it's so hard to get. And as you could see, the articulation is just on point with this figure.
And the greatest thing about this is you never knew that this scene happened because when you watched New Hope for the first time, it was just Darth Vader fighting Obi-Wan when he was old and he beat Obi-Wan. Like it was like that was it, bro. He just disappears, you know. But then you don't know they have this history that
Yeah,
they
you
fight
actually
each other.
appreciate that fight now because they had nothing left in the tank. At that point, Obi-Wan's like, look, man, I'm just gonna put my sword down. And Vader's like, and just boom. He's all, I'm done. I gave up. He's already whooped your ass. I already cut off your legs in Revenge of the Sith. I cracked your damn helmet in half. in the Obi-Wan series. So I got nothing left. I already won, dog.
They're like senior citizens fighting over Jello. Like, you take it. But this is not the 1/6 scale. It's the middle scale. These are 6 inches, so don't get that confused with the 1/6 scale. And then Manny came up with one, and he's got.
I brought this
3 3/4.
This is the 3 3/4 Duel Zen. As you can see, look, there's the same one but just smaller. So I got this on. It was hard to find too. It's a duel between him and Obi-Wan. They came in two action figures. The Obi-Wan I didn't bring, so they and it has the hole isn't punched either. If you could see, the hole's not punched on the card back. It's like unpunched. And I really like this piece as well. You can get it on Amazon, you guys, for $39. It's a good deal. The prices, they usually sell it at, toy stops, toy stores, or even Frankenstein's we'll get into later for like $50 or $60. So $20 difference. So good. It's a good investment. Either figure is a great investment. These are the hottest. We feel these are the hottest toys right now.
To us.
Yeah. But maybe next episode will be another one. But this one right here was just we love Darth Vader.
But my ultimate goal is to get the 12-inch version, the 1/6 scale. That's on Sideshow Collectibles. This piece is fire. It's got Darth Vader's, like, half of his body is like torn up from lava and stuff. And then he shows his metal leg. You know what I mean? Like, this is sick.
Look at that dude. That dude looks like he paid so much child support, and this is the end result. Look at the fire. Look at the drama he's been through with that. Look how amazing that looks. Damn well that looks like Hayden Christensen. Look how good that damn thing is. And how much was that going for, Edwin?
I think it's like 500, 600, maybe 7.
Well, we saw,
and the scale is 12 inches, so it's 13.7. So I mean, it shows how much bigger he is in real life. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it
in real life.
And then look in real life, like he's real, like he is real to us. Then look how you see that that leg, because you can see how it's that robotic leg that he got replaced.
The arm too.
Look at that.
And then the heads are interchangeable, so you can have the full helmet.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can have Matt where he looks like Deadpool. You know what I mean? And then you can have the partial face. Like, it's so sick, bro. It's so awesome. And then the lightsabers, they look like they're moving because they have that. It's like a triangle. So when you pose it and stuff like that,
it's not real.
No, I mean, look
Can
on
we
there.
make it real? Why can't that be real? Like,
because you'll cut your fingers.
No, that'd be dope. Like, if somebody like try to cut you off in traffic, you like just boom, bust out that saber. Let's go. Let's get it. When you're on the 405, stressed out, bam, let's go. Man, that's a really nice piece. So that's something that Edwin will be on the hunt for in a while. But so if anybody, any of our watchers, if you guys have somebody that's selling this, if you can sell this for $300, we'll take it.
We'd love to unbox it on the show.
And we'll unbox it on the show.
Yeah,
and all that good stuff.
Definitely, people don't want to open toys, but I would definitely open this one because it would be in my centerpiece of display of like one of my baddest possessions. Prize collectible.
So so here's how Edwin and I are. Believe it or not, a lot of people like to go to every comedian, as being comedians, everybody has their own things like to do. Like, we'll do a show. Some comedians after the show, they want to go hang out and drink and go to the club and all that stuff. But we like to go, like, before the show.
We like to go home and get rest because the next morning
we have stores to attack. Or if we know we have a road gig, we'll actually be in that city and we'll go to the nearest Target, Walmart, Ross. Those are our go-tos to find our figures.
Most comics, they go and they want to find out where the strip clubs are. Like, we look out, where's the toy stores, the comic book stores, the collectible places. You know what I mean? Those are the things that we search for.
Do toy stores still exist? It seems like there's not that many.
Yeah, they're actually specialized. They have this store in Vegas called Rogue Toys. So they're, predominantly Star Wars stuff, but they have other things in there too. There's actually a warehouse that we go to, Frank & Sons.
Frank & Sons, if you guys don't know, if you're in the Los Angeles area, that's where Edwin and I live at, obviously. I live in Long Beach and he lives Cerritos. But every
30-minute drive.
Every Wednesday and Saturday, Frank & Sons, it's a big-ass warehouse in the city of industry, right?
Yep.
And it's just gotten bigger and bigger. And they have so many booths of toy vendors, people selling, obviously, toys like crazy. They sell Pokemon cards, baseball cards.
We've actually found a few of our favorite vendors over there, and because they specialize in stuff that we like. Toys of Fury.
Toys of Fury, want to give them a shout out. They're there every Wednesday
and Saturday. He's
Um,
got stuff like Godzilla, but then he has a whole bin in there for it's only $10 action figures of Star Wars.
That's right. For
vintage.
for all of you guys that are looking for Black Series,
Yeah.
because the Black Series usually go for $25 at the store. This guy has a great bargain bin, $10, great condition. We completely vouch for Toy Hunter. Follow him on the gram too. Very, very.
We asked him, remember if he had the Darth Vader with the cracked helmet, and then he said he had it, but he let it go for $40. He was like bummed out.
He was bummed out. Could have made a $50 profit. And we also want to give a shout out to row section 105, our boy Toy Hunter. He's over there, and row 600.
Filipino.
Yeah, that's his Filipino partner. And row 300,
Get the Filipino discount.
Jedi Depot. They have great stuff. And my boy George from row 611. He has a lot of great 12-inch figures from the Power of the Force line. Good stuff. I got some good deals out of there. Tell him that you heard us on our podcast. So please, you guys support your local.
Bring comfortable shoes because you're going to walk around a lot and you're going to check out everything. And I mean, me and Manny, we stayed for about 3 hours, but we probably could have stayed another couple more to nerd back and go back. Because what you do is you walk through the whole place and you see kind of stuff that you like. And you go, okay, I'm going to remember this place and go back to it. But then when you do a little price comparison,
Yeah.
so you check the different other prices. So you end up going back 2 or 3 times. And then you're like, should I get that figure? I'll think about it. And so then you end up going back. And I mean,
And we bargain, and they bargain with you guys. Like if items sometimes
Manny was speaking Spanish.
I was speaking Spanish, getting some good deals. Like if a bargain, like if a toy's like $40, you can get to $35-$30.
Yeah.
They'll work with you. I mean, damn near, you bought a damn helmet last time.
I bought an X-Wing pilot.
That was from our
He's
boy
got a
George,
helmet.
600. Yeah.
Yeah, he said it
611.
was going for like 200 in the box.
Yeah.
But he was selling for 120. And I was like, what about 100? And he was like,
Fine.
sí, sí puede.
Sí se puede. So we do that. We like to bargain with some of these guys, but definitely you guys, for all the latest toys, please go there. Frank and Sons. It's thriving. It's killing it. And they're open now on Wednesdays from 3 to 9. And I know it's like all day on
Saturday. I think they open at 8.
I think at 8 or 10, right?
Yeah,
8 or 10.
one of those.
So please. And then we actually found another place too that we're like going to. What is it called? Fat Collectibles?
Yeah, Fat Collectibles. That's in at La Mirada.
La Mirada. Okay,
Imperial.
so for you guys, if you guys want to take a look at that one too, it's really good stuff. And yeah,
They're all over. You're going to Vegas this weekend, and
so I'm gonna be doing comedy shows this weekend in Vegas. But Edwin already gave me a layout of where to go. You said Rogue Toys, right? And they have
Rogue
5
Toys
locations?
is one of them. No, the one that has 5 locations is Brad's Toys.
Brad's Toys. So
Bro, you got to check that out, man.
Really good stuff?
Man, yeah, you're gonna be happy.
all right.
You're like, cool. Because I sent you a video. We're so nerdy, bro. We send videos to each other of like when we're shopping. Do you have this one? Do you want this one? He's like, all right, pick it up. It's only $4.
And people will probably never imagine that because they just know us and us from being funny and we talk about outlandish stuff on stage. But you know what? It's called a comedy act. That's who we are on stage. But off stage, we love collecting toys. That's what we do.
Isn't it hilarious? Because your persona as a comedian is high energy.
High
and
energy,
making
yes.
people laugh.
Yeah.
You're like the time of the party.
Yeah.
But after the show, we're just like, we want to
We're
go
like,
shopping.
Let's go shopping. I need to take a nap. I want to go shopping. And yeah, that's because that's our thing. And you know what? And you know what's cool is that since we started talking to some of these friends, it doesn't. You guys, you ask. I'm sure you guys have family members or you're that member. You like you collected something. Maybe Barbies. Maybe strawberry shortcake. Whatever. But
Anything
you
pop.
collected.
A lot of people collecting pop Funkos.
Okay, so
right now.
what's your opinion? I've just never been a fan of the Pop Funkos.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not for me.
and there's no point of opening it because it doesn't do anything.
It's just
really,
sitting there like
yeah, so it's like you might as well just not open it. But then everyone's opening them everywhere, and I spend all this money for my daughter to buy them, and then it's
Mhm.
like she loses them or doesn't have interest in it. It's like I don't know.
So it's not your thing either?
It's hard, but they get us as collectors. That's what you want to do. You get one piece, now you got to get the other 3 that complete the set. So those things come in sets for days, and that's how they end up getting people on the whole collector's tip.
I think what happens too with a lot of these toy makers too, and I think they do it on purpose. I think you and I were having a discussion one time on the phone. They do this variant thing. So let people know what's your definition of a variant.
Well, a variant is something that is like a product that is just a little bit different the way it was produced or made than the ones that they mass produced.
Mhm.
So there's only a handful of variants that are available. but those are the ones that are worth a lot more money when you
Mhm.
get them. But it's tough because I feel like it's a ripoff. You get this, and then, oh, but you get the variant piece. Then you still don't know if it's gonna blow up or not.
Right.
It's still a chance that it's got to be a really fine choice piece.
For a while in 1995, when Star Wars was re-releasing action figures again, they had a variant on Boba Fett's hand. They had one thing he had like because he has like these certain little tattoos or circles. He
Mhm.
had like a circle, one with a circle and one without a circle. They did that shit on purpose so people could just lose their mind, go crazy at the store. Just goofy things like that, and they
Yeah.
do that to create a buzz for the collectors.
And it's those nerds that are like, "Oh, I got the Boba Fett, but does it have the circle?" It's like,
But does it have a circle though?
"What circle are you talking about? The circle on the hand." Like,
And they
doesn't
get all,
have it.
they get all loked out.
Yeah, they get mad.
They get mad.
You can't say certain things wrong, or they'll be like I remember I used to call Tatooine Tatooine when I was
Okay.
little. I was like, "Oh yeah, Luke Skywalker on Tatooine. It's Tatooine." They're all mad,
People
like,
get mad.
yeah, it's Tatooine.
And speaking of people, we both were working last. I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago. We were both working doing shows. But for those of you guys that went to San Diego Comic Con, I haven't been in years. When I went, it was all about the toys.
The
And then
exclusive.
the exclusives, and we still get them when we can. We'll order them online, but it was really about attending the event, getting the exclusives. But I know now it's more of which is nice. It's a Hollywood event. That's a lot of these movies are promoting their pictures. It's very Hollywoodish, very actorish. I know
It's harder to get in now.
it's harder to get in now, and because those tickets always sell out in advance. So if you guys are watching, tell us your experience with Comic Con. Did you guys enjoy it this year? Do you miss the old days when it was just about the toys?
I think it's still about the toys in a sense because they had released a Darth Maul exclusive,
That's right.
right?
Because it's the 25-year anniversary of the Phantom Menace movie, you guys. So they released in the Black Series a Darth Maul of him on the bike,
On the
right?
bike, yeah, and probably the probe droids too.
And I think they had they had one of the I think it's a Stap droid or whatever too on a certain vehicle that they have that as well. And I know there's some other figures that we'll be on the lookout for those. We'll be ordering them online. But yeah, let us know. Let us know in the comments. Do you guys miss the days of just these some of these Comic Cons or any kind of just being about the toys? I do.
Yeah, and then also you can comment what toy are you looking for right now?
Yeah.
Because
And what are
we
you
could
guys
make it-
into? Oh, there he is. There he
yeah,
is right
yeah.
there. Yeah.
Is that the exclusive from San Diego?
That's exclusive from San Diego. Look how
Oh.
that's a nice. I like the cloth on it. I
The
love it.
robe, yeah,
The
right.
robe is dope. The robe is dope. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you guys have any toys that you're hunting for or whatever, we can do this like a collaboration. I might have a piece that you have, or you might have something that we want. We can also communicate that way and work things out too, right?
Yeah. I'm not trading anybody. No, these are my toys. Ain't nobody getting shit. So look, he may say that, but no. No. I'm just kidding. Yeah. If you have something that maybe we can bargain, send us a DM. All that good stuff.
There's different types of collectors.
There's different kind of collectors.
Yeah, like not just on the items, but even our personality traits. Like for me, as long as I had something once in my hand and I know that I've had it, I'm okay to part with it. Unless
Really?
it's really something dear to my heart that I really want and I don't ever want to lose. But I'm once I had it in my hands and I've know
You're
that I
more
own it.
passionate about that than the divorce that you went through. I mean, damn. Just the way you said, man, I partied with that wife, but no.
I can't. The divorce is not good in my hands. I got arthritis. They just slip through with my fingers. Like, oh, what? As long as she don't try to take half of my collection.
See, and that's something that unfortunately that I went through before.
Yeah,
Then
let's talk about divorce.
my only divorce, and this is why I don't wish divorce on my worst enemy. She wanted some of my toys, man. I was like, man, but we worked it out, so she did it, and I was like, can you imagine just going to court and having a custody battle over Chewbacca R2D2 toys? I don't think so, man.
What if you did agree and then you got your toys stolen and then she thinks you're lying? Like, well, you can't get stolen. You had your friend do that. Like, no, babe, they were stolen. They broke into my storage unit.
So for you guys that are out there, we want you to tell us, please, tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like about, do you miss collecting stuff? I mean, there's people, I have a friend, comedian Flip Schultz. He was telling me he had a mask, M-A-S-K, I think maybe M-A-S-K-K, if you want to look that up, Solomon. It was a mass toy collection of
Task Force, was it?
Task Force, yes.
Yeah, they're like army men.
And this dude, Flip, has everything in boxes, damn near mint condition, just really cool collection. And that was from the 80s as well. So, and people collected He-Man. And again, this is our first episode. We're gonna have people we're gonna have people call us. We're gonna have people, if you want to do a call in, tell us your experience with toys, man.
Or we're gonna have a section called "Coming Out of the Closet." There's a lot of comedians that collect
comedians coming out of the closet.
Yeah, and we don't know about it, because it's not something you brag about,
And it's not
it's like repellent. Like if you try to bring a girl back to your house and you got this full-on collection of all these toys.
So comedian collectors coming out of the closet. So like, for example, our good friend, George Perez, funny ass dude. And we've known George for years. Come to find out, we do his podcast, George Perez Stories, shameless plug. We had no idea that he had a ridiculous collection of Nintendo video games.
Yeah, old school games, right?
Yes, from the first Nintendo.
Duck Hunt and all
Duck Hunt even had some gold cartridges of Zelda, and he has the original gun. And I'm like, dude, why don't you talk about this? Like, hey man, this is it's my personal thing, homie. But now he's bragging about it more, as he should, man.
Yeah. But I guess this is like one of those things you don't really want to brag about.
But we're bragging about our stuff. Like I said, we are proud collectors. We're owning it. And we're finally coming out of our own little personal closet, letting our friends and fans know that, yes, we are comedians, but we love collecting.
Yes. And we are very excited about this venture with The Collector Strikes Back. You guys help us get the word out. We're going to continue to release episodes every week. And we're going to do some unboxings of stuff and then have some guests, like Manny said.
Yeah, we're going to have some guests, and we're going to be opening toys of the figures that we like now, or even stuff that it could be vintage. We could have vintage action figures. We could have stuff that started coming out in '95 through current, whether it be Power of the Force, Phantom Menace, Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, Clone Wars animated. By the way, which is something that I just started watching right now. I'm on episode. You got me started watching these cartoons now, because to me, it's a great storyline to all these.
It's Empire Strikes Back is my favorite, your favorite of all time. Mm-hmm. But watching the Clone Wars series now and seeing how it just ties everything together, and it's just another level of like, wow. Like I didn't think that they could top the Empire Strikes Back. But with the way things are sewing in and making things make sense, mm-hmm. It's like, oh, and then there's more toys to be bought. So what are you going to do?
I'll tell you what. Oh, here we go. We haven't been pushing these buttons too much. And for those out there that are interested in sponsoring our show, please feel free to message us.
We actually got somebody that sent us some stuff, a gift package.
Okay, let's shout them out. Let's do it.
We want to do sponsorships, but we just give you a shout out right now. They gave us a shirt.
All right, let's check it out. Let's get it.
Hold that up, man.
Yeah,
hold that up, man.
Yeah. All right, so this is what is it, Edwin? It's Mushies? Mushies. Okay. Mushies. And I like the M on the back too. Nice little front. Oh, I like that. That looks good on me. So M in the front, M in the back, M in the front. Tell them who they are and what they do, bro.
They do mushrooms.
Yeah.
Mushies. And then they also actually have capsules too, so you can microdose. Now, when I was in a dark place and I didn't have a girlfriend for a while, I started collecting toys because they made me happy, and dealing with depression sometimes it's tough, to get through in life. And then that's when I started buying toys. And then I found happiness. I got a girlfriend. Then I stopped buying toys. Then I got divorced. And then I'm back to buying toys again because it makes me feel good.
So we're going in waves here.
If you get mushies, mm-hmm. you can microdose.
Okay.
And it helps you deal with depression, anxiety, and stuff like that. So, you could save some money by not buying so many toys.
Damn, we went from collecting toys to talking about wellness and shit. I love it. We're wellness now. We're wellness on the first episode. We're way diverse over here, guys. We speak it all, we talk it all, and it's all good.
Because that's what we're all about is wholesome, good stuff.
We're good vibes.
We don't really talk bad about anybody. If there's movies of Star Wars that we don't like, we just don't focus on that. And we just like the stuff that we do like, and we share with you what we enjoy. And that's what we're all about here at the Collector Strike Back.
So, okay, now where did you meet your friends at?
They came to the show in Covina.
And shout out you guys. We had My boy Edwin. It was a crazy ass show. I was lucky to be part of it. Tell him what happened last Thursday. It was dope.
It was dope, man. It was good. But I don't want to focus on that. This is about us and collecting toys.
See,
We're
trying to
comedians.
pass.
Everybody
we're trying to
knows
pass
that
the
already.
force. We just
But
want to see if you guys are listening real quick.
We're not
It's
bragging.
all about us.
We're not bragging about. We're bragging about our toys.
We're bragging about our toys. So we want you guys to please again, did you guys collect Ninja Turtles? Was it He-Man? Was it Star Wars? Who was your favorite Star Wars character? Now, who was your favorite as far as action figure toy? What's your favorite action figure toy as far as character?
Well, I mean, the villain of all time was Darth Vader.
Mhm.
But because I love Darth Vader, I love Darth Maul. So I
Ooh.
started getting into the Sith, and then General Grievous. I mean, it's just he's like the precursor of Darth Vader because he's part robot, and
Mhm.
so you see the evolution of it, how it comes, and I think that's pretty awesome. That's what I like with the characters.
I'm Boba Fett all day. I'm all about the bounty hunters. He's always been mysterious to me. I just like bounty hunters in general. Hell, I just remembered. Hold on for a second.
Oh,
I brought this one too. This right here is the 30-year anniversary of Zuckuss and Forlom. Forlom. And don't ask me why, you guys, but for some reason, as the action figure grew in time, they switched the names.
Yes.
Which nobody. We need to look that up. We'll look it up one of these days. We'll have maybe Solomon look it up for us, whatever. But
So this might be a misprint or something because now it's Forlom is Zuckuss and Zuckuss is Forlom.
and those like the original movie, that's what their names were. But when you buy the figures now, instead of these commemorative packs, they changed their names. We don't know why, which we don't understand why that happened, but whatever. But I enjoy this piece. So if you guys, I got this on eBay for $60, but they're going for like over $100. This you guys could always. It's a really cool piece. Comes like this, opens up. Nice little Velcro right there.
See, when
There
the
we go.
packaging is that good, there's no need to open it. You know what I'm saying? There's no need. You could display it like that, perfect, and it's wonderful.
Okay, there was no enter. Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you, Solomon. Okay, so this is why they changed the names on that. What was wrong about Forlom? There was no error names at all. The change was made because Lucas said that it didn't work well with his intended original version. Wow. Okay, so this is okay. Hey, it is what it is. I like the names.
Well, he looks really more like a Zuckuss. This guy looks like a Zuckuss.
Okay,
And then
Forlom.
Forlom should be more of a robot.
Okay.
Forlom,
Yes.
C3PO.
Okay. All right. I can
You know
see
what I
that.
mean?
I can see that.
This guy, he can't even. He breathes some kind of like some that he can't live on regular oxygen. He has to have like this poisonous thing because that's what their planet is made out of, and that's what he has to breathe. So that's why he's just Zuckuss.
So you guys, please, if you can, get it. This is the 30-year anniversary, and they came out with the 40-year anniversary in a 6-inch taller version of the same thing. So either one is good. Good display case. Get it.
Hide it from your mom, from your brother, anybody in your family that hates because you buy toys. You know how it is. As collectors, you gotta sneak toys in. Because
Absolutely.
they're gonna be like, you bought more crap.
And you guys, remember, our focus is Star Wars. But again, if somebody collects guns or Berettas or 9mm, we want to hear about that. Some people collect. I have a friend that collects dartboards, bro.
Oh, wow.
Dartboards, just different kinds of dartboards.
Dang, he's like Darth Vader.
No, he's just Darth. He's like Darth Vader. No, he's just a dartboard. So okay, whatever. So glasses, whatever. We want to hear it all. We want you guys to pass it along, but we're gonna, like I said, this show is gonna be this is our first episode. So if you want to judge us on our first episode, go ahead. But trust me, it's gonna get funnier. It's gonna get crazier. We're gonna have some awesome guests.
I agree. So thanks for tuning in, you guys.
So
The Collector Strikes Back. Look forward to more episodes coming, and any suggestions and ideas, comments, we welcome them all. Subscribe to us on our social media.
yes, if you don't know it, subscribe. We're gonna have a YouTube page. Also, you can add us to our normal. We have the Collector Strikes Back page. We're gonna be add us on our normal social media page. Let them know.
Mine's just Edwin San Juan.
Mine's at Manny to the Max, the number 2 on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. We're gonna be posting our comedy shows there. Let everybody know where you're gonna be this.
This week I've got some shows local in town
Okay.
with Johnny Herrera.
All right.
Doing that, and then I'm back to Vegas for a little bit, and then I'm doing some shows on the road with George Perez.
Okay, so I'll be in Vegas this weekend. I'll be doing the South Point Casino and Nuvo Comedy Club, and just be doing my thing. And then as each week goes, we'll be plugging our shows. Click the link for your tickets. But again, we want to thank you guys. This is going to be a crazy good time. Que pasó, que pasó? May the force be with you. I don't know what to say on this. So what's up?
Rebel One, we're out.
All right. Peace.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.